Welcome to Flourish in 5. My name is Heather Lottinen, and every Friday I share a story, a lesson, or a quick idea with the goal of helping you gain a new perspective. And I promise, maybe not, that this will be the last time I talk about my taxes, my situation with the IRS. If you're not familiar with what I'm referencing, please take a listen to episode 107 and episode 108, where I talk about the fact that we owe the government a lot of money. Okay, a lot is relative, I understand, but it seems like the Flourish in 5 from last week, that's episode 188, really hit home with you guys because I received a lot of comments about those 4 self-coaching questions. And I'm thinking maybe we need to expand on that because it's really important to learn these concepts and then figure out how to apply them to yourself, which, as you know, I'm sure, is a lot easier said than done. And as we dive into this episode, let me just say this. You probably need to listen to episode 98 as well on what are your triggers. One of my triggers is door slamming. And my guess is you're going to hear a door slam today because my dad is putting down a new floor in the in-law suite in our home. And I'm not re-recording. I mean, whatever happens, happens. Okay, here's the deal with the taxes. All right, I have the money. We're going to pay. Actually, I plan on paying the taxes today, ironically enough. But the thing is, I'm asking myself a new question now, and that is, why do I catastrophize? Are you the type of person that turns everything into a catastrophe? Because I did not think that I was, but yet this whole situation shows me that I have a little bit of that tendency. And also, along with that, this is what I do. I don't know if you do this or not, where you think that like it's the end. This is what's happening. And this is not like the end of the world, but like, this is what's happening. And I don't know how we're going to rebound from this or that anything's ever going to change. So for instance, I look at our finances and I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay the taxes. We have enough money to cover it. That's great. But I'm going to empty this one savings account. And that's really a bummer. And what I am doing there is I am acting as if there is not a single penny ever going to come into this house again, which is insanity, right? Because of course, we're going to continue to allow money to flow in and out of our lives. So I wonder if you've ever done that where you've had something big that you've had to pay and you act like you're never going to earn another cent again in your life. And I have to remind myself that everything is temporary and that this is not the entire story. It is simply a plot point. It's part of an arc that is a bigger story. And it reminds me of something I tell my clients all the time. I say, have you ever been driving on the interstate on a road trip, which we love, and it is pouring down rain, like so hard you can't see, people are pulling over? It doesn't last for very long. And I always drive through those storms and I keep moving because I think to myself, it cannot rain this hard for much longer. Everything on the interstate and in life is temporary. Nothing very good or very bad lasts for very long. I understand and I teach these concepts. Yet, when it's happening to me, for some reason, it can be a little bit difficult to self-coach. So I was saying to myself last week, this is temporary. This is temporary. I will pay the taxes and I will continue to earn money. But I was still all caught up in my head. Well, ironically enough, I put out a new offer last week and we filled our coaching program and I brought in enough money to cover the deficit on the taxes and in 1 week. And I thought to myself, Heather, seriously, what was all the arm waving about 2 weeks ago? Like, did you not realize that money will continue to come in? It is not that like you're going to pay out this money and then boom, you're done. You're done earning money forever. Nothing's going to come in. And I just wonder if you do that. Do you catastrophize? And if you're like me, I'm very dramatic, like arm waving. Oh, I can't believe this is happening. This is so difficult. This is so awful. Could you just remind yourself that this is in fact temporary because everything always is. So just equate it in your mind to driving on the interstate and say to yourself, nothing very good or very bad lasts for very long. I'll see you in the next episode.